Hey Oxnard, I was just thinking about this. Have you ever thought about how balance bikes are pretty much just scooters?
Don't.
Yeah, I mean, the kids that ride them are just scooting around, right? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to upset you. I know how you feel about scooters, so I was just joking around. I do, however, need you to adjust the hubs on this balance bike. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. I'll just leave that there for you and get those all adjusted. Thanks, man.
All right, kiddos, let's go over today's vocabulary words. First up is the word hubs. Now, hubs are the part at the center of a wheel and are the bearing system that lets the wheels roll. A hub is made up of an axle, bearing cups, bearings, cones, lock washers, and lock nuts. Now, a cone is an adjustable bearing race, and it's adjusted with a thin wrench called a cone wrench. Everything else you see today is going to be really similar to the other bearing systems that we've already covered. So without further ado, let's get back to the show! Hey, Skippy!
What's up, Oxnard?
You ever adjust a hub?
What?
Get over here. Hubs are the third bearing system on a bike. Let me show you how to adjust them.
I mean, I kinda already know how, but alright.
Okay, smarty pants. Why don't you tell me all the parts of a hub?
So first, we have the axle that keeps everything together, then the bearings, then the cone, and then the washer, and then the lock nut. And this all goes inside the hub shell.
Okay, maybe you do know your stuff, but let's go over it anyway.
Alright, sounds good.
Tools we're gonna need are a 17mm wrench, some cone wrenches, some grease, and some rags.
Okay.
Alright, before we start, we need to decide what we need to do.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I mean, we gotta diagnose or find out what's wrong with the hub. Since we are adjusting the bearing, what are the three things it can be?
Either like too loose, too tight, or just right.
Right again, Skippy. In order to check, we're gonna turn the axle and see how it feels. If there's play, we know it's loose. And if it feels grindy or rough, we know that it's too tight. We're gonna do that check a lot because after each time we make adjustments, we're gonna check to see if we got it right.
Okay, let's get started.
Oh, hold your horses there, Skippy. There's one more thing we need to talk about. There's something that's different on hubs that isn't an issue with the other bearing systems on a bike. Do you know what it is?
I'm not sure.
It's that you can make adjustments on either side.
Oh yeah, because on a headset, you adjust by the stem, and on a bottom bracket, you just make the adjustment on the non-drive side. But on a hub, there are two sets of cones and lock nuts. So what do we do differently?
That's pretty simple. We pick one side and lock it down tight, and then we're gonna make all the adjustments from the side that we didn't lock down.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, let's get those wheels off and adjust these hubs. Any questions before we get started?
Yeah, why are cone wrenches so skinny?
Well, that's so they can fit in the tight space between the cone and the lock nut. See, try and put a normal size wrench in there.
It doesn't fit.
And that's why cone wrenches are so thin. Let's start by locking down one side.
All right. All done.
Okay, now we undo the other side and make our adjustment.
Okay.
To do that, we're gonna loosen or tighten the cone. Think of the cone as the adjustable race.
Okay, like on a headset or a bottom bracket.
Yeah, if you can adjust those, then adjusting a hub shouldn't be too hard at all. It's like Goldilocks said, not too loose, not too tight.
Okay, so let's just talk this together. I'm going to loosen the lock nut. Get this loose. And I'm gonna adjust the cone while holding the back axle. And then we're gonna tighten it down again.
That's right. We're just gonna double check it. Make sure it feels just right.
Feels just right.
Perfect. All right, well, that's it for today. We will see you guys
Next time!